everyone. Hey, welcome to the Lucid Link webinar. We're really excited for you to be here today and to spend your half hour or so with us. My name is Julie O'Grady, and I'm the head of marketing at Lucid Link. And I have my colleague here, Rich Warren, who's the systems engineer from the East Coast. Say hi, Rich.
Hey, how you doing?
So, again, thanks for joining us today. We are going to go over just a few quick slides to let you know exactly what Lucid Link is all about. And then we're going to jump into a demo, and Rich is going to take you through the Lucid Link product. And after the demo, we're going to have a quick Q&A for about 10 minutes, and then always come by and chat with us. Feel free to reach out. So I want to give you a little preview as to what Lucid Link is all about. So we consider ourselves the cloud NAS. And what I mean by that is you can access your data from anywhere, from the cloud, like a local drive. So imagine how many people are now currently working remotely and they don't have access to being in the office. So the biggest challenge is usually like, how do they get their data, right? Well, we're going to show you how we do that in our upcoming demo. Lucid Link is a true cloud native NAS. And what I mean by that is we were built for the cloud. We're not another solution that adapted to become cloud enabled. Lucid Link is cloud native. And we provide your teams with access to data from anywhere. And what does that mean to you? Well, you can save a ton of time. Why? Because you don't have to download or upload or sync the data anymore. And this is a software play, so you don't have any expensive hardware. There's no special training. Lucid Link is seamless to the end user. By doing so, you can reduce your hardware investment costs. You don't have as much IT management that you need to deal with. And the beauty of Lucid Link is that you can replace your NAS with an economical cloud storage solution and you only pay for the capacity you use. So what I mean by that is we're going to give you the power of NAS in the cloud. So now you can optimize your workflows, which is going to enhance productivity and team collaboration. And it's just a new way of doing things. Lucid Link just becomes an extension of your hard drive, essentially. We are designed differently, and basically all the data is stored in the cloud. It's universally available, and it's, again, seamless to the end user because we act like a local drive, and that's how people access us. You can use this for anywhere from branch office, data centers, remote users, which is what we're talking about, and it simply embeds in a file system. So it's really easy to just plug into your workflows and have everyone begin using it immediately. So why Lucid Link? Well, there's a number of solutions out there, and again, solutions, file sync and share and cloud gateways might have made their solutions cloud enabled, but does it really do the job? So the difference between Lucid Link here, and Rich might go into it more, is that we stream the data on demand. It gets there immediately. There's no infrastructure involved. There's no hardware. It's just plain software. It gives everyone access to their data. And guess what? We work with all major OSs. We work with macOS, we work with Windows, and even Linux. And our encryption and security is second to none. The data is encrypted at rest and in flight, and only the users have the key. So nobody's going to get to your data. So with that, I am going to turn it over to Rich, and he's going to jump on our Lucid Link demo. Thanks.
All right. Let me share my screen here.
Here you go.
And all right, here we are. So what I'm going to show you here, you know what? How about let's do this? Let me show you how easy it is to set up a Lucid Link file space. First thing you might say, what is a Lucid Link file space? Well, there's three components. There is the client software. There is the object storage, typically in the cloud. And then off to the side is a Lucid Link service, which is not even in a data path, right? So if I set up a Lucid Link file space, I basically go to lucidlink.com, I create an account, and I log in. And you will see here is my domain. In the LucidLink universe, all domains are unique. This domain, this is mine, this is cloud data. You could have it your company's name, you could have it your name, you could have it a name, something like this, you could call it Fast Cloud or whatever the heck you want, right? And you'll see, and this is for organizational purposes. And then in here, I have these LucidLink Filespaces, which is basically the LucidLink file system on an S3 bucket coming from some storage provider. Remember, we're compliant with, if it's S3 compliant storage, local or cloud, or Amazon, Microsoft is your blob. Geez, I can't even talk right. But anyway, so you see here in my domain, I have file spaces, different providers, different regions around the world. Let's create one. I create file space and pose with three options here. LucidLink standard. This is the LucidLink service combined, bundled with Wasabi Cloud Storage. Then we have LucidLink performance. This is the LucidLink service combined with Amazon S3 storage plus one-to-one egress. And then we have LucidLink custom, which is just a LucidLink service, and you can bring whatever storage you want. I'm going to check this one right here so we can take a look at what's available. I got to name my file space, right? This is, oh, Bluetooth keyboard. Here we go. I got this little delay here. This is my file space. I don't know if I could type, that'll help. And then I'll say next. So you can see here, I have a bunch of options that are predefined for us. If I got my own Amazon, S3 account, there we go. There's AWS. If I got AWS government cloud, I got that. Microsoft Azure blob storage. We have one predefined for you already. We have Google Cloud Platform. Now check this out. We also got these local storage ones as well. Cloudy and Scality. Nutanix, Pure. And then if it's not even here, you just pick other cloud. So if I wanted to set this up with MinIO, Ceph, Backblaze, I select other cloud. Now let me go back, and remember we got 14-day trials here, right? So if you're going to do a 14-day trial, I would suggest, grab the LucidLink performance one with the Amazon S3 storage. This is going to deliver 14 days for free. Why not? Right? This is going to deliver. This is going to deliver the most consistent 24/7 high-end back-end storage performance that you're going to get. Right? Nothing wrong with the LucidLink standard option, right? But if your application, your use case is sensitive to performance on a 24/7 basis, pick the LucidLink performance option. We're going to do that right now. I'm going to say select. I'm going to give it a name. This is my file space. Now, I'm going to generally pick the location of the storage that is closest to the majority of the users. This machine that you're looking at right here is running in Nuremberg. So if I'm in northern Bavaria, I'm going to take a 2.5, 3-hour drive on the A3 over to Frankfurt. But I'm going to show you this works globally. Check it out. I'm going to hit configure advanced settings here just so you can see what's inside. And this is where I choose my block size. So remember this, LucidLink. What makes it so cool is we stream these tiny little data bits on demand to and from the cloud storage directly between your machine, and in this case, Amazon S3, right? So between this machine in Nuremberg to AWS Frankfurt, we're going to be streaming tiny little 256 kilobyte blocks on demand, just like if it was a local hard drive. I'm going to say next. I'm going to say create. And at this point right here, we're approximately 120 seconds away from having the file space fully functional. What is happening right here is we are creating the LucidLink service that will be for this file space. And we do this, we follow it around the globe the best we can, right? And what that LucidLink service is going to do is going to synchronize the metadata, not the data, but the metadata across all the clients globally. real time. So you on your machine, you're going to be accessing, all you're going to have synchronized is the metadata, and then you're just going to stream the little pieces, those little blocks on demand to and from. Now I'm going to click on initialize. I've already installed the LucidLink client, but if we look over here at the download page at lucidlink.com, lucidlink.com/download, you can see I can download a 32 or 64-bit version for Windows. I got my Mac OS installer, and I got an installer for Linux. I got, a Debian Ubuntu installer for those of you guys out there, and also got your standard RPM installer. So we're covering pretty much everything. Come back over here. I'm going to launch the desktop client because I already have it installed. Open Lucid app. Now check it out. I'm going to close my web browser here because I got to point this out to everyone. I am creating my administrative user, my root user. This is the God user, the administrative user. I am creating this password, this encryption key on the local software client, not in a web portal. This means that only you, the client, ever has possession of this encryption key. That means LucidLink nor the storage provider has that encryption key and thus does not have access to your data. This is huge. The drawback to this, yeah, there is one. If you forget this password, you're out of luck because we can't help you, and neither can the storage provider. And retype my password in. And now check it out. I'm going to open a folder. So I have my L drive. You know what this L drive is? This L drive is a LucidLink powered S3 bucket at, on the bottom right hand side of my screen, AWS Frankfurt. Now, how do I use this? Real simple. I go to a local drive here. I got this video file. I simply copy it and I can paste it over into my L drive. There we go. Now you see these numbers, these red numbers here. We have a local cache that we use. And this local cache is 5 gigabytes in size by default. I can expand it up to a terabyte. But what happens is when I write to my file space, it goes to the local cache. And then this remaining upload is showing us how much is in cache that I got to upload, right? That I got to finish uploading. And we're doing it over 64 connections up to the storage. And we're also reading 64 connections down. So we're making this object storage scream here, right? I mean, this, if you want to use object storage and get block level speed out of it, the only way to do that is through LucidLink, if you're going to read and write directly, right? So I write to my cache and then we upload that data. We're uploading it at the same time over 64 parallel channels up to the cloud. We also use this cache when I read. And I'm going to show you this. This is going to be the coolest part of the demo here. But when I read out of my cloud storage, it comes down to the cache. Now, those blocks that I stream down there and put in my local cache, if I need to read them again, I don't go back up to the cloud. I just go to my local cache. So it improves, that local cache even further improves the end user experience. But this is how easy it is to get started. And you got a 14-day trial. Use this LucidLink Filespace as you would, like a local NAS. Use it the same way. And people all over the world can access this file space. You can create different users, give different, read-only, read-write permissions, a lot of cool stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect from this file space here. I got something a little more elaborate and pretty awesome to show you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to another machine, and this is going to be a different operating system. This is going to be a Linux OS. All right. Oh, let me type here. Hey, yeah, there we go. If I could type correctly. There we go. All right. So I'm logged into this SUSE Linux machine. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to open my Lucid Link client. And I'm going to connect to this file space here, right? And this file space, open a folder. I got this file space here. I'm going to open up the client. I'm going to put it always on top so it doesn't disappear on us. Now, this file space is also AWS Frankfurt. I'm in Nuremberg with this machine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a local drive on my machine, other locations, media disk. I'm going to go into the folder on this local storage. And right here, I have a 20 gig video file. It's an API. I'm going to copy this 20 gigabyte AVI file over to my Hetzner demo file space, right? Paste it. Now, when I paste this, of course, I will not be able to copy all 20 gigabytes all at once, right? And as you can see, I write, it actually goes to the Lucid Link local cache on this machine, which is a default size right now of 5 gigabytes. I didn't even change it from the default size. And this is the amount of data that's remaining in the cache. Now, data is being copied in because of this copy operation that I did. And it's also being uploaded to a bucket in AWS Frankfurt over 64 concurrent parallel TCP channels, sending those tiny little blocks up there, right, over many channels. Check it out. I'm going to go back over to this Windows machine that we're first in. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to go into that same file space. I'm going to log in. Now, I'm going to open a folder. There's my file that I'm copying. Out of 20 gigabytes, I have 3.2 gigabytes already uploaded. Now, I'm going to do something here at the terminal. There'll be some terminal commands, but you don't have to know these commands or anything. But I'm doing this what I'm doing is I'm clearing my cache here. And I'm doing this for the purposes of this demo. So you don't, to where I can prove to you I'm not reading the data out of my cache when I show you this. I'm actually reading directly from the cloud at AWS Frankfurt. What I'm trying to say is there ain't no smoke and mirrors in this demo. I'm going to go over here, and now I'm going to just run this command. And what this command is going to do for me, it's going to show me how much data is in my cache. Now, nobody really has to be too technical to know this, to understand what's going on. I'm basically, if you look there, I'm saying I got 0 bytes. And see that capital? 0 bytes. I got 0. I don't have anything in my cache. Now watch this. I have currently uploaded 7.7 gigabytes of that file on a different machine, a different OS. It's not fully upgraded, but check it out. I'm going to open this in VLC. Now, I only have 28 minutes and 20 seconds of this video uploaded so far. And you can see on my screen here on the left, right, how much data I'm actually downloading. The file is 20 gigabytes. It's not fully uploaded. I'm still able to play it. But look at the small amount of data that I've only pulled down, 82.35 megabytes. I'll stop it here. If I stop it, I'm not pulling any more data down from the cloud. It's at 86.96 megabytes. That's it. Tiny little fraction. I'll start it again. And we'll start pulling data down. Now watch this. I'll fast forward. I'm not even done uploading this. And I'll fast forward to any point in this movie right now. On demand. I could go anywhere I want in this movie and bam. There it is. This is just like if it was a local disk. Now check it out. I'm going to close it. I'm going to refresh this. We're up to 12.6 gig uploaded. I'm going to open this movie file again. All right. I'm going to go. I got up to 56 minutes of a 1 hour, 30-minute movie uploaded. And I could go anywhere in this movie and just start streaming the tiny bits of data from AWS Frankfurt down to my machine, into my cache, and then I read those bits of data for the frames at the bit rate that I require for this movie. This is awesome. And you know, this could be any type of file, right? If I go here and I check it out here, I'll go into this PDFs folder. I'll open, I could open a PDF document. Now, this is a Bluebeam software here. This is just a trial. It expired on me. But I'm still going to be able to open it here. Skip this version for now. No, we don't need updates at this point. And then let me skip this. So here's a PDF file. No different. No different. Fit page. Right? I just pull down the pages that I need, just as if it was on a local drive. That's it. Let me minimize this. Now, let me go back. Let me go back to my movie here. I have right now 16.3 gig, right? If I open this, I'm up to 1 hour and 6 minutes uploaded. Still, I can fast forward to any point that I want. And you can see the data increment that I have to pull down. Now, here's another interesting thing. Now, at the beginning of the file, right? If I'm viewing this movie here, notice it's not increasing. Why? Because I've already accessed those bits of data in the cloud and they're in my local cache. So I don't have to go back up to the cloud to get them. So we're using this very efficiently here to basically move data around. I'll refresh this. We're up to, it's almost fully uploaded here. And we'll give this a little bit here. I'm going to open, I think this is what, the third time I've opened this file. And I'll like go to, we got another 15 minutes to get here, but I could jump around just like I showed you before, any way I want, right? We're almost there. It's going to be 20, there we go. We're fully uploaded. I'm going to open it one final time. 1 hour and 30 minutes. As I said, I'll go all the way to the end where the credits are. Now, I've opened this, what, 4 times already? I've lost count in all the excitement, right? I've opened it 4 times. It's a 20 gig file. I haven't even downloaded 1 gigabyte of data. Now, somebody might say, watching this, you know, your machine's in Nuremberg. You're using AWS Frankfurt. All right. On a good day, it's a 2.5, 3 hour drive on the 8.3. I'd say, yeah. They'll say, yeah, of course it's going to do this. Well, I'm going to argue, try to do this anyhow, right? We're not downloading to some appliance and reading and writing to that. No, I'm actually accessing AWS Frankfurt directly. I'm not going through anything from Lucid Link, right? No, it's direct. And I'm able to stream this video. I'm going to show you something really cool now. I'm going to go into my file space. I am going to disconnect from this one. All right. I'm going to go into this other file space. Now, when I go into this other file space, I'm going to open a folder, different one here, and I'm going to open my application. I'm going to make it always on top. Now check it out. My machine didn't move from Nuremberg, right? But now I logged into a file space at AWS Northern Virginia. So I'm going halfway across Europe. I'm going across the Atlantic Ocean, and then I come into the US, and then I go over and down to AWS Northern Virginia. This is over 4,000 miles transatlantic here. I'm going to clear my cache to prove to you that there's no smoke and mirrors of anything going on. And I'll come over here and I'll start that counter again, just like we did before. And you will see I have nothing in my cache. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to open that same type of movie, that same movie. Different name. It's the same movie. There's nothing in my cache. Now watch. So, you know what this means. I'm going halfway across Europe. I'm going across the Atlantic. I'm going into the US down to Northern Virginia to get my data and bring it back to play the frames that I need at the bit rate that I need to play this movie. Just as if it was a 3-hour drive away, my data on the A3, I can come in here and be at a distance like this, and I can stream data to play video as I'm doing right now and jump around. So, you know, when we look at this, why would you use a file sync and share solution? Why would you use a storage gateway or anything like this? What we bring to the table is the ability to use cloud storage directly, no differently than if it was on local storage.
Wow, Rich. That's a great demo.
Over to you now.
That's a great demo. And you know what? I want to remind people that we've showed you what we can do with here a video file, but Lucid Link works in any industry. So you could be working on CAD CAM projects and collaborate with each other and experience the same seamless access and edit capabilities as you would, you know, as a local drive. So we really feel that Lucid Link is doing something completely different than any existing technology out there, designed, you know, to address the issues of distance and latency. And with Lucid Link, again, like I want to say that you can access your data from anywhere, like a local drive. So I want to thank you, Rich, for giving an awesome demo. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions for us. So we'll jump into them. So thanks again.